Thank you. Yeah,
muchísimas gracias.
Yeah. It was wonderful. It is wonderful because you come to, in your life, you come to your birthday when you, wherever you look, whatever comes in front of you, it's a gift. Everything is a gift. Everything is a gift. Every moment, everything that unfolds in front of you is accepted without any resistance. Yes.
Y lo maravilloso de mirar nuestra vida cuando nacemos y celebrar el día de nacimiento es porque todo lo que viene a nuestra vida es un regalo y es algo que se desenvuelve y sucede frente a nosotros.
Yeah, and Dadashri says that, my Mahatmas, as the years pass by in Gnan, in everything that they want will come in front of them, and nothing will be missing.
Y Dada dice que a mis Mahatmas les va a venir todo en su momento y que nada faltará.
Yeah, it's there for everything. And you say, why? Enough. And because you see, the desire itself is the obstruction.
Y todo va a venir, lo que es la obstrucción es el deseo.
Desire is the obstruction, and you and I.
El deseo es la obstrucción.
Yeah, you and I have entered into the state which is called nirichak, desireless state. Desireless state.
Nosotros todos hemos entrado en el estado de nirichak, que es el estado del no deseo.
Yeah, and the desire, nirichak. You see, when later on, and later on, someday when you get to read Aptavani 9, you will see this word nirichak. Nirichak means no desires or wishes, you see, or hopes or expectations. You see, it's expectations because I am the blissful one.
Ya cuando leemos el Aptavani 9 vamos a ver mucho esta palabra, nirichak, que es el estado de no deseo, el estado de no tener, no esperanza, no expectativa.
The Amapura.
Nosotros somos el alma pura, somos los bienaventurados, los dichosos, dicha absoluta.
Yes. So we begin this morning with the vision of the self, Shuddhatma. And we greet each other that way, and then we offer our three mantras. So who would like to sing the three mantra?
Vamos a comenzar con la visión del ser y primero vamos a cantar el trimantra. ¿Quién quiere cantar el trimantra?
Who is this Carolina Ballet? Carolina Ballet? Can we...
Carolina, ¿querés cantar el...?
Ya, bueno.
Carolina. Carolina, where are you in Argentina or in Chile?
¿Dónde vivís, Carolina? En Chile.
En Chile, soy del grupo de la Gaby.
Oh, wonderful. So, is it cold outside? Is it cold out there?
¿Hace frío allí?
En la mañana sí, un poco.
Oh, okay.
In the morning, a little.
Yes, okay. All right, Carolina. So let us have you offer the three mantra to Dada and to the world and to all the living beings.
Okay.
Para todo, para el mundo, para Dada, para todos los seres vivientes, este three mantra.
Okay.
We lost your video. We lost your video, but it's okay as long as you're aware.
Perdimos tu video, pero mientras que estés. No, divina. Está bien, canta como quieras.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Namo Vidragai, Namo Harihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayareyanam, Namo Vasayanam, Namo Loye Saunam, Heso Panchanamukaro, Sawa Pawapanasano, Mangalanam Cha Savesi, Paramam Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Ye Satchidanand. Namo Vidragai. Namo Harihantanam. Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayareyanam, Namo Vasayanam, Namo Loye Saunam, Heso Panchanamukaro, Sawa Pawapanasano, Mangalanam Cha Savasi, Paranam Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Ye Satchidanand. Namo Vidragai. Namo Harihantanam. Namo Siddhanam. Namo Ayareyanam. Namo Vasayanam. Namo Loye Saunam. Heso Panchanamukaro, Sawa Pawapanasano, Mangalanam Cha Savesi, Paramam Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Satchidanand. Jai Satchidanand. Jai Satchidanand.
It's just wonderful, my dear. It's so beautiful. And the healing words will go all across from Chile to all over the world, and the universe. It's being offered with love, that which is offered with love and without any expectations travels far and wide. You see?
Hermoso. como cantaste el trimantra, y cuando se hace, se ofrece desde el amor, viaja y atraviesa a todo el mundo, va muy, muy lejos.
Yeah, those are the only words that heal, you see. There's, where healing, true healing is where there is no no association with no ownership. You see, true healing is it's the energy that has no ownership.
La verdadera sanación es cuando no hay hacedor,
Yeah,
cuando no hay expectativas de hacer.
there is a word, sorry, ownership. I am speaking.
El dueño, yo estoy hablando.
I am doing. This is mine. This other person is the one that I am helping. All of those, you see, all of this somehow complicate, impedes it, or somehow it's good. That is called shubh, that is called auspicious and good. But then there is another which is even higher, which incorporates everything, which is for all, you see. And that is the healing of the Lord.
Cuando decimos yo hago, aunque hagas cosas hermosas, buenas para todos los demás, o yo digo, o esto es mío, todo esto es tiene que ver con las expectativas y con los deseos, pero hay alguien más elevado que es el que produce la verdadera sanación.
And so there is this, you say, there is two types of healings going on through all of us, through the healing through Carolina, and then the healing of the Lord. You see, there is simultaneous dual healing going on. First, there is the healing of Carolina. I, who am disturbed, I am not in peace. So my healing happens first. Healing of Shuddha, healing of Carolina, healing of Luz. You see, that when I get healed, then the world begins to get healed. You see.
Hay dos clases de sanación. Una es la sanación de Carolina y Luz y Shuddha, y otra es la sanación del Lord, ¿no? Y por ejemplo, la sanación para Carolina es cuando decís, bueno, yo no estoy en paz o yo estoy molesta. Entonces cuando primero se cura eso y después está ahí una sanación superior, que es la sanación del Lord, entonces el mundo empieza a funcionar bien. Es la sanación del mundo.
And our absolute total healing began the day we offered our everything, our mind, body, speech, and all illusion associated with this mind, body, and speech, and the name called Carolina or Luz or Evangelina to the divine feet of the Gnani Purush. You see, we laid it there, we laid it there.
Cuando nosotros podemos ofrecer, entregar nuestra mente, nuestro cuerpo, nuestras palabras y todas las ilusiones referidas a mi nombre, a los divinos pies de Gnani Purush.
All of you are aware of the word now called Pudgal. Pudgal means that which fills and empties, that which fills and empties. Pudgal. I'm writing this down in the chat. I know there is no one here right now to keep this in English, but when somebody arrives, they can put it in English.
está hablando de la palabra pudgal, y pudgal es todo lo que se llena y se vacía.
Yeah, it is made up of two words, Puran. Puran means to fill, and Galan means to empty or discharge, you see, or discharge,
Bueno, esta palabra pudgal está formada por dos palabras, purram, que es llenar, y galam, que es vaciar o descargar.
Yeah, so this is a very big word, pudgal, we've had a whole Parayan, and we're going to have more detailed Parayan, ongoing Parayan on this word called Pudgal, Puran, Galan, that which fills and which empties, you see. And this body called Carolina was filled in the last life, and it was the body, physical part was filled, the speech was filled, the mind was filled, everything. And now from birth till its natural conclusion, it will all continue to empty. It will empty. It's as if, if you take a pot and if you just tilt it, it will all come out. And that is how it will keep on coming out, you see. So it is going to come out through the mind, through the body, and through the words.
Va a haber un completo parayam que va a estar hablando sobre el pudgal, de todo lo que esto quiere decir, el sentido más profundo, ¿no? Y cuando algo viene a la vida, viene, por ejemplo, Carolina viene a esta vida y su cuerpo y todo fue cargado en la vida anterior, viene lleno de todo eso y empieza a desenvolverse y empieza a vaciarse completamente.
Yeah, it is emptying, and sometimes in that emptying, sometimes very beautiful things will come out, you see. Beautiful words, beautiful actions, beautiful thoughts. And other times it will look muddy. You see, he'll say, "Oh, where is this coming out from?" But it will, it comes out. Say, "Oh, where did this come out from?" But it will come out because it was inside, you see. So it's called Galan. You see, this entire life is Galan, Puran. The filling happened in the last life. Everybody, is that clear for you, Carolina?
Yes.
Carolina, is that clear for you? And yeah.
Todo lo que sucede en esta vida, bueno, es una descarga. Galán es la descarga de esta vida. Y bueno, y empieza a descargarse. Después llega un momento de la vida donde cosas hermosas empiezan a salir. Y a veces decimos, ¿de dónde salió esto? Y Purán es lo que cargamos en la vida pasada, es lo que traemos, lo que llenamos, y Galam es lo que se va descargando y desarrollando en la vida.
Yes, I want you to feel very comfortable in this group, in this. We are all together here at the feet of the Gnani. We have surrendered just through these words that we gave, that Carolina sang so beautifully. You see, our total relative presence, being to this satsang, so that we can fill ourselves up with the new vision and the new energies of our Gnani Purush, you see.
Has cantado hermosamente y ofrecido hermosamente tu trimantra, y ahora vamos y entregamos todo al Gnani Purush y con los mejores deseos.
You see, Gnani Purush is so rare, and it is this Gnani Purush, it is this Gnani Purush who brings us into this satsang. It is because of him It is because of his energies, because of his presence that we are here. Oh, the world will say, oh, Carolina, you decided to join this satsang. Yes, by relative viewpoint, that's correct. But inside, there is a much higher force that is bringing us here, you see.
Estas las maravillosas energías del Gnani Purush Dadashri que nos trae a este satsang. Entonces, desde el punto de vista relativo, Carolina viene al satsang, pero hay unas fuerzas superiores que son las que te traen aquí.
It is a natural inner pull. You see, it's a natural inner magnet that of our Lord within. He represents our absolute being, our absolute self. He is the absolute self. He is the Paramatma. You see?
Tiene una fuerza y tiene un magnetismo y nosotros venimos por esta fuerza y por este magnetismo. Y él es el ser absoluto, Paramatma, y es el mismo Paramatma que nosotros tenemos en nosotros, cada uno.
Yeah, he represents our absolute final being state, and we are that. And he, in that respect, you see, the awakened one, the one who is to say, "Eoso," or "I am Carolina," or "I am Angelique," you see, is now, that one is discharging, is the movie, is the película, and I am rising towards my absolute being state, my real nature.
Y a través de este maravilloso magnetismo, esta fuerza, el Gnani Purush representa nuestro ser real que va saliendo y va emergiendo hasta que encontremos el estado final y absoluto del ser.
Yeah, so this is how it is. You see, this is how it is. This is the new reality of our being, our presence here. The old reality was the illusion in which we were believing, I am this body, I have to do this, I have to do that, and we have woken up to our exact presence, you see.
Esta es nuestra nueva realidad, es la realidad del ser. La vieja realidad era una ilusión de que tengo que ser o hacer cualquier cosa. Ahora salimos de esa ilusión a esta nueva realidad del ser.
Yeah, this, so feel free, you can, it's not as if you just cannot interrupt Shuddha or Patricia, or Anya. You can just come in and say, hey, wait a minute, I want to clarify something, or I want to share something, you see.
Acá Shuddha los está invitando a que se sientan libres y cómodos de levantar la mano para compartir o preguntar cualquier cosa en cualquier momento y que se sientan libres de interrumpir en cualquier momento.
Yeah, and so as we see the pure self within, not only Carolina, but the little one, so we see the little one, and we also see the Shuddhatma Bhagwan, the pure eternal one within her too.
Y no solamente estamos viendo a Carolina y a esta pequeña niña al lado de ella, sino que estamos viendo el alma pura en Carolina y en la pequeña también.
Jai Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand.
Pequeño Diego.
Yes.
He's a boy. And
It's a
his name
boy.
is
Okay.
Diego. Yes.
Diego. Yeah, right. He's got the hairstyle of a future soccer player.
Tiene el estilo de futuro jugador de fútbol.
Diego. Yeah. Hola, Diego. Jai Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand. Yeah. Yeah. How old is he?
¿Qué edad tiene?
3 años.
3?
3 years old.
Oh, right. Well, he's a big 3-year-old. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes.
Yes.
He's,
Muy grande.
yeah. Are you going to teach him Spanish and English too? Are you going to, when he grows up, as he grows in school, he'll
le vas a
learn only
enseñar,
Spanish and
le vas a enseñar español e inglés también cuando vaya al colegio.
Sí, eso espero.
yeah.
Yes, she hopes.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes. Well, that is how it is. You see, this is, these are all beautiful, they come into the home of Mahatmas because of their beautiful punya energies, good karma from past life.
Él llega al mundo de los Mahatmas por un buen karma de vida pasada.
Yeah, they bring, we believe we brought them in this world, but actually the reality is totally different. These are all accounts that are so subtle, accounts that we call relationships, you see.
Nosotros creemos que los trajimos y en realidad ellos vinieron, porque hay una cuenta muy sutil que va desenvolviéndose.
So by relative viewpoint, he is my son, he is Diego, and by real viewpoint, he is a pure soul, you see, pure soul.
Desde el punto de vista relativo, él es mi hijo Diego, y desde el punto de vista real, él es alma pura.
Yeah. Yes, when you see this in a dual way, it's a very beautiful energies. And then, teach him, when you listen to Dada Bhagwan, Asim Jajekar Ho, let him also listen to that, you see.
Y cuando tú escuchas la canción o cantas Dada Bhagwan Nasim JJ Cargo, déjalo él también que escuche.
And when you sing the three mantra, let him listen, and slowly the energies will go, yes, to him. Yes.
Y cuando cantas el Trimantra, también déjalo que escuche, porque hermosas energías van a estar empezando a ir hacia él.
Yes, Angelique, everything. Jai Sachidanand, Angelique. Yeah, you right. You want to unmute yourself, my dear. Angelique. Jai Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand. Do you understand English or you just understand Spanish only?
Just English, actually.
Oh, really? And where are you? And where are you from? Which part of the world are you in?
I'm from Holland, but I'm living in Spain.
Oh, you're from Holland and you're living in Spain. So, all right, wonderful. I welcome to the Satsang of Dada. Welcome to you. Are you in Tenerife or are you in the mainland?
In mainland.
Mainland, yes.
Andalusia.
Andalusia. Oh, how wonderful. And so, did you receive the Gnan vidhi online recently?
Yes, I did, yeah.
All right. Well, so welcome to the world. So you don't understand Spanish, but you understand English. So welcome. So at least
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So welcome. And if you have any,
I didn't. I didn't done the Gnan vidhi yet, but I was
all right.
Satsang.
All right. Okay. Right. Yeah. You haven't received. Okay. It's coming. All right.
I'm doing it on the 28th. Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. So if you have any questions, feel free, because this is important, for you. If you have any doubts or anything, feel free to interact with us. You see. Yeah. All right. Is there anyone else? Ask Patricia, if there are any new ones, new
Hay,
ones.
Shuddha pregunta si hay si hay buscadores, si hay nuevas personas aquí en el satsang, que por favor se presenten, levanten la mano o lo que sea que quieran hacer.
And also let them know what Angelique just spoke.
Y bueno, Angelique es holandesa, está viviendo en España y ella va a estar tomando el próximo Gnan vidhi online. Así que no habla castellano, perfecto que habla inglés, y se unió a nuestro grupo. Welcome, Angelique. Angelique.
Yes, Angelique. Angelique, do you see the chat too? Are you able to see the chat?
Yes.
Okay, good. So that's good. All right. And we have Graimy, or how do you pronounce the name? Graimy or Green? There's one over here. Graham, are you in the same place as Angelique?
Yes, I am, yes.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think we met last time. Both of you were there in the satsang, in the last satsang. I remember seeing you now. Right, yes. Well, welcome. So this also Graham is also with Angelique there in Spain. All right.
Y Grim también está con Angelique, y que estuvieron en el satsang pasado.
Yeah, right. This is so the world. And then I think I know Pablo. Pablo, may we see you and say hello to you, and Rubens.
Pablo y Rubens pueden mostrarse y saludar, así se los saluda.
Un momento. Hola, ¿qué tal? Estaba como oyente, un poco estoy introduciéndome, estaba en algún chat, pero vamos, que he querido entrar, pero no participar todavía por mi conocimiento.
He's participating. He had not taken the
Pablo
has yet.
Was it Pablo who just spoke, or was it Rubens who spoke? Rubens has not yet participated. Rubens is a new seeker, and there is Pablo too. Pablo, has Pablo taken Gnan vidhi, or is he new, or is Pablo?
I am new.
Yes,
I am from Tenerife. And I listening the other sessions of Zoom, but today is the first time that I am here online.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Yes.
I am here because I have I talk with Yaya.
Wonderful. I see that Yaya is there here. Yes, wonderful. Yes, Yaya. Welcome. These are all wonderful. And if you have any questions, I assume Pablo has not had the Gnan vidhi yet, right, Patricia?
No. Yeah, no, not yet. This is the second time, and he was invited by Yaya. Yes.
Wonderful.
There is Pablo, Rubens, Angelica, and Greens. Green, there are 4 new people. Bueno, muy bienvenidos todos. Pregunten libremente.
So, right. So, a fundamental in our understanding should be that the Gnani Purush is basically a human being, everyone who has become enlightened in this world, they started as human beings, and then the knowledge either arose spontaneously or directly within them, or they received it from another Gnani Purush. You have to have that connection from another one. They have to have, you can only receive it if the other one has it, you see.
Este es nuestro Gnani Purush, y él fue un ser humano, y es un ser humano que se iluminó, y la iluminación se consigue a partir de ser un ser humano. El conocimiento puede surgir espontáneamente, como le sucedió a Gnani Purush Dadashri, o se recibe a través de otro iluminado. Tenés que tener a alguien que te dé el conocimiento y la luz para la iluminación.
Yeah. Now Patricia used Gnani Purush Dada Bhagwan. Now, you cannot see Dada Bhagwan, you see. Dada Bhagwan is invisible, you see. But what is visible is the Gnani Purush. You see, what is visible?
Perdón, en la traducción dije el Gnani Purush Dada Bhagwan. Dada Bhagwan es el ser invisible absolutamente manifestado. Lo visible es el Gnani Purush.
So no one can see Dada Bhagwan. You see, Dada Bhagwan is that Dada Bhagwan.
Online.
Let me just mute this. All right.
Yo estaba ahí.
Yeah, Pablo, if you can mute yourself, please, or your all right, go on, Patricia.
Que nadie puede ver a Dada Bhagwan. Es invisible a los ojos físicos.
Ben, Sophie.
Yeah, let me just, Sandy is coming. Okay, I'll just mute her. All right. Yeah, this is very important, because you see, human beings, they lose. It's okay to have the aware. There is in every human being the physical aspects of it, the visible physical aspects of a human being, and then the energy by which he moves about in this world, speaks, talks, and does everything. So that energy in whose presence that person is able to speak, talk, or do anything, that energy is eternal, and that energy is invisible. And that one has different names, you see.
Yes. Los seres humanos tenemos una parte visible, que es la parte física, es la parte que se mueve, y hay una energía que se mueve dentro de los seres humanos, que tiene que ver con la mente, el cuerpo y con el habla. Y en la presencia de esta energía eterna e invisible.
Yeah, you see this. So, to give you a very simple example, this one here, he remains, you can see him. This one here is who you see is this one who you see in front of you is a gentleman by the name of A.M. Patel, you see. For the world generally knew him as A.M. Patel. Yeah. But in 1958, this A.M. Patel remained A.M. Patel, but inside him a phenomenal event happened in which the absolute one, the absolute one, the eternal energy manifest in him, you see. Yes. And that one, in that energy, in that light, he saw who are we all and how do we meet each other, what is karma, what is life, what is death, what happens after death, and what is liberation, you see. He saw it all and he understood it all and he experienced it all.
Esta persona esta figura que ustedes están viendo, en lo relativo, su nombre era A.M. Patel, un caballero llamado A.M. Patel. Pero en 1958, A.M. Patel siguió permaneciendo como un caballero, pero tuvo una experiencia absolutamente maravilloso, y fue un evento donde la absoluta energía se manifestó en él. Y en esa luz él pudo ver quién realmente somos, cómo funciona el mundo, pudo ver lo que es el karma, pudo ver lo que es la vida, pudo ver lo que es la muerte, pudo ver lo que sucedía después de la muerte y pudo ver lo que era la liberación. Él obtuvo todo este conocimiento y lo pudo ver.
That one which who opened up a rose, it's that awareness, that experience, absolute experience of the experience of the absolute that arose within him. He called that one Dada Bhagwan. He said, this one is Dada Bhagwan. And when he started 4 years later speaking and sharing, he became recognized that he became recognized as a Gnani Purush, the one who knows. Gnani means the one who has knowledge, and Purush means the self, the absolute self who has all the knowledge. And so those who sat with him would know that he is a Gnani Purush. You see, those who were near him started recognizing that this one is not A.M. Patel anymore. In Satsang, he is Gnani Purush. Out in the streets, he is A.M. Patel, just like you and me. In Satsang, you're the one with knowledge, and in the physical, in the outside world, you're just another gentleman, who looks like him,
Este ser absoluto que se manifestó en A.M. Patel, esa absoluta experiencia es Dada Bhagwan, que es invisible. 4 años después de que él recibió todo este conocimiento, él lo compartió y entonces nosotros podíamos reconocer en él a un Gnani Purush. Y Gnani quiere decir conocimiento, que es conocimiento, Gnan, y Purush es el ser, es conocimiento del ser.
Yeah, so,
entonces, there was a part my internet was out. So if I miss something, you tell me.
yeah.
Entonces, en Satsang todos somos los conocedores. En la calle seguimos siendo los cuerpos que se ven, ¿no? El caballero o la mujer.
So Gnani Purush, a Gnani Purush, the one with the knowledge, is a human being with the knowledge of everything, is recognized through his words. It is through his words that you recognize. Otherwise, you will just say, oh, another Indian gentleman only. But it is not only, it is through his words. And you and I, my friends, all of you, Angelique, Graham, Pablo, all of you, Rubens, you are recognizing, you are becoming aware of him, or through his words that you recognize. You say that, wow, this man is a Gnani Purush, you see. And he says, Bhagwan, sorry, go on, carry on.
Gnani Purush es el conocimiento puro y lo podemos reconocer por sus palabras. Y todos lo reconocemos y vemos que no es un hombre cualquiera. Y cuando lo escuchamos decimos, wow, estamos frente a un Gnani Purush.
It is, if he himself has said that if I was wearing orange clothes, like, like a sadhu, like a monk, you see, who, when you see a monk, then a lot more people would have paid attention to me. Because everybody respects a monk. He's wearing, in India they wear this yellow clothes, and not yellow, orange, red clothes, single cloth, and they go about, everybody respects them, everybody listens to them. But he says it happened. The problem is this knowledge arose when I was sitting at a railway station, and in whatever clothes it arose, that's exactly how it is. The outside remained the same. An absolute total change happened inside, you see.
Él decía que en India la gente, los monjes, van vestidos de naranja o de rojo o color bordó, ¿no? Y todas las personas sienten mucho respeto por ellos. Pero el Gnani decía, yo recibí este conocimiento sentado en la estación de tren y todo esto pasó dentro mío, siendo un hombre común vestido como estoy vestido. Y el conocimiento surgió así.
You see, and Andres, you can translate what I wrote right in the chat in Spanish, right, Andres?
Sorry, I lost.
¿Querés traducir, Andrés, al español lo de lo que va poniendo Shuddha?
Yeah.
Sí, por favor.
Let me try.
Yeah. You keep doing that. Whatever. I've written quite a bit, so you don't have to. Whatever, but anything that you think that will help display people in there. Okay, right. So so then there is this word Bhagwan. You see, Dada simply means grandfather. You see, and Bhagwan is God. You see. So grandfather God, because the person who first recognized it, his name was, the people said, oh, he looks like grandfather, but he's really what he speaks. He's really speaks like a god. Looks like, so they call it grandfather God. But Dada says, God is never visible. You cannot. Anybody, a human being that is visible is not called God. It is what manifests inside him is God. God is invisible. I am not God. What has manifested, what is arisen inside me is God. And I too worship him by folding my hands inwards like this. I too also go like this, and I go like this. You see, I worship him too.
Bueno, Dada quiere decir abuelo y Bhagwan es Dios. Entonces es como el Dios es invisible, es el ser absolutamente manifestado en él y nadie lo puede ver. Y él reverencia al ser absolutamente manifestado en él y en todos los demás.
Yes, for correction, Rubens, our dear Rubens is a Mahatma. Pablo is a new seeker. Okay. So he says, I too fold my hands inwards like this. You see, I too do namaskars. I too fold my hands inwards like this, and I worship him. I call him Dada Bhagwan. He is Dada Bhagwan, and I too also say Dada Bhagwan na Asim Jai Jaikar Ho. I too fold my hands inwards and I sing Dada Bhagwan na Asim Jai Jaikar Ho. You see, I too do that.
Dice que yo también junto mis manos y reverencio al ser interior absoluto y canto Dada Bhagwan na Asim Jai Jaikar Ho.
Sylvia, will you please let go of your screen? You're controlling the screen, my dear.
Por favor, podrías,
Silvia.
estás controlando la pantalla, Silvia.
Sylvia needs to go. Okay, hold on.
Tenés que salir, así aparece Shuddha, please, por favor.
All
Alta.
right. Thank you, sir.
Gracias.
So I too fold my hands and I say, Dada Bhagwan na asim jai jaikar ho. You see, and by saying, I say eternal glory to boundless glory to Dada Bhagwan, the eternal one within all, within everyone. I too sing that. You see. The meaning of Dada Bhagwan Asim Jai Jaikar is limitless glory to that which is eternal within everyone. You see.
Yo también cierro mis manos y reverencio al ser eterno y glorioso que está en mí. Y cuando canto y Dada Bhagwan Na Asim Jai Jaikar, quiere decir eterna gloria a Dada Bhagwan, al ser de ilimitada gloria que también que mora en mí y en cada ser humano.
Yeah. And Andres, I know you're sharing, but share it with everyone. If you just go to everyone, not just to me, what you're writing, Andres. Thank you. You can share it with everyone just by sharing. You can share it with me, or you can share it with everyone. All right. Very, very critical. These are fundamental introductions to the physical human being, the one who has the knowledge and the eternal one. So in all of us, there are three. In angelic, there is angelic. Then there is the one who has knowledge, you see. And then there is the eternal one inside. And in the Gnan vidhi, you are going to enter into the experience of that eternal one, separate from angelic, the physical body, and the knowledge of angelic. All of that will be kept separate. See?
Fundamentalmente, como introducción, ¿no? Va a estar Angelique. En Angelique también está quien tiene el conocimiento y el ser eterno. Y en el Gnan vidhi lo que pasa a entrar es en el ser eterno. Después va para, sigue permaneciendo Angelique y el conocimiento, pero vas a entrar en el conocimiento del ser eterno.
So there is Pablo, then there is there is Pablo that the whole world can see. That's the physical body, you see. Everybody can see Pablo, but there is inside, there is the one who believes I am Pablo, and all the beliefs and the knowledge of Pablo, that also is part of Pablo, is it not? And that is called the knowledge of Pablo, a knowledge complex of Pablo, the belief. And then there is the eternal one who is the pure knower inside, who knows everything, but does not say anything, just knows everything that's happening to Pablo. Pablo got up in the morning, Pablo is doing this, Pablo is believing this, Pablo helped this person, Pablo hurt this person, everything. You see, there is a knower inside of all of us, you see. That knower, that pure absolute knower is called Dada Bhagwan, you see, is the eternal one.
Pablo es la parte física, la parte que todos pueden ver. Dentro de Pablo están las creencias de Pablo. Y son todas las opiniones, creencias que él tiene, lo que él sabe, lo que puede hacer, y lo que cree que tiene, y todo eso. Pero también dentro de él está el ser puro, que sabe lo que puede ver y conocer todo lo que le pasa a Pablo, lo que piensa, lo puede absorber. Y ese es el puro y absoluto conocimiento de Pablo.
You see, right now there is this belief and this awareness and the knowledge, belief, awareness and knowledge that this person that we see, you also see, and you know this one is I am Pablo. This is my world. This is who I am. The moment you say I am Pablo, then automatically everything that is belonging to Pablo becomes yours. My body, my mind, my wife, my home, my life. You see, all of it becomes yours, you see. So this is your world. And, you know, human beings only are confined to their own world of beliefs. And through that belief and view, they continue to operate, you know, in pain and pleasure, you know, called karma. Karma effects, karma cause and effects, you see.
Acá podemos ver que todas las creencias y opiniones y el conocimiento que conoce cuando uno dice, bueno, yo soy Pablo, este es mi mundo, esta es mi mujer, mi vida y todo eso, inmediatamente todo eso se vuelve tuyo, es tu vida, es tu mundo y estás confinado a tu mundo. Y en tu mundo hay placer y hay sufrimiento. Y ahí dentro estás moviéndote.
Yes, so,
a todos los seres humanos.
Yeah, this I am Pablo, I am Graham, I am Angelique can never be shattered, you see, can never be shattered, can never be broken. It continues during the awake hours as well as night too. You go to bed and you wake up and you operate through I am Angelique, I am Pablo, and that is the reason why all the world of Pablo and Angelique is there in front of you. It continues to get perpetuated because even as you suffer pain and pleasure through I am Angelique or I am Pablo, I am you, there is a new creation of a new body for next life, you see. That is, so life after life, the cause of new body is the wrong belief that I am this body. You say, I am this body, or I am Angelique. It's the cause.
La creencia de que yo soy Pablo, yo soy Grimm, yo soy Angelique es como una creencia que como que nunca la rompemos. Y cuando yo creo que soy mi nombre, que soy Pablo, Angelique o Patricia, estoy creando, es un mundo donde existe el placer y existe el dolor, pero también esa es la razón por la cual estoy creando un nuevo cuerpo. Es la causa de la existencia de un nuevo cuerpo. Creer que yo soy el cuerpo, que yo soy mi nombre.
You say this, it's very beautiful. I want to share with you something that he spoke, this Gnani Purush Dadashri spoke on May 27th, 1973. He was sitting in Mumbai with a few people, you know, with a few people. He was sitting in their home, and this is what he said, you see.
Quiero compartir algo muy hermoso que dijo en 27 de mayo de 1973 en Mumbai. Estaba con muy pocas personas sentadas y dijo, compartió esto.
Yes, this one who is sitting with you is the Mahavir of the Jains. It's a Jain religion. Those who believe there are these people, the Jain is a religion, Jain, Mahavir of the Jains, Krishna of the Vishnavs, you see. Vishnavs are the Krishna followers, you know, Hindus mostly. And this one who is sitting in front of you is the Khuda of the Muslims and the Christ of the Christians. This is what he said. Can you imagine that? This is what he said. This one who is, this is what he said on that date.
Bueno, estando sentado ahí en Mumbai, en su casa, con unos pocos, compartiendo, dijo, el que está aquí sentado frente a ustedes es el Lord Mahavir de los jainistas, es el Krishna de los seguidores que son hindúes, es el Buda y es el Cristo de los cristianos. ¿Pueden ustedes imaginarse lo que esto significa?
And also the Khuda, you know, the Muslims, those who follow Islam, they say Khuda.
Khuda de los musulmanes.
Khuda of the Muslims, you say? Khuda. Khuda.
Y el Khuda de los musulmanes también.
God,
Sorry,
this is the God of the Muslims and the Christ of the Christians. This is one, can you believe? He says, this one who is sitting in front of you is the Christ of the Christians. You see, you know, that is sitting in front of you. Now, you see, and he says, this is where all religions are coming to meet. All religions are, all the rivers of all religions are meeting here. All the rivers of all the religions are meeting here, you see. And why? Because the salvation is going to happen for all of them.
La magnitud, ¿no? de sus palabras, ¿no? Que todos estos dioses, Mahavir, Krishna, Buda, Cristo, Khuda, que los dioses, ¿no? De los jainistas, de los hinduistas, de los cristianos, de los musulmanes, que todos estos dioses, ¿no? Como ríos de las religiones vienen a mí para la salvación de todos por igual.
And he also said this salvation of the whole world is going to happen through this one who is sitting in front of you. And this one is a nimit. This one is just an evidence. It just happens. And this one is going to happen all over. This salvation is going to go, this knowledge is going to spread all over the world, you see. And he says, I am also going to go all over the world giving the knowledge of the eternal elements, you see.
La salvación del mundo va a venir a través de este nimit, de este instrumento, va a venir a través mío, a través de este instrumento, y se va a esparcer alrededor de todo el mundo para que todos tengan el conocimiento de los elementos eternos.
This is the same one that was there at the time of Adam, 1,000,000 years ago. Adam is also the name of the first Tirthankar called Adinath. Adam or Adinath, the first Tirthankar, the first fully enlightened one, 1,000,000 years ago.
Wow. También es el mismo que Adam. Adam es Adimat, el primer Tirthankar de hace 1,000,000 de años atrás.
And you see, he says 1,000,000 years ago, Adam was Dada Bhagwan, really. and this one has risen again, now come back again. And this, he's not calling himself this Gnani Purush, but he says this energy, you know, because he's sitting in satsang talking about this. This is what he said, I am, this one. He doesn't say, I am the one. He says, this one who is sitting in front of you, you see. People will only see A.M. Patel, some will see the Gnani Purush, and others will say, wow, what is he speaking? What is he saying? You see, it requires the connection. This requires the connection.
Yes. Dijo también, ¿no? Que él vino hace 1.000.000 de años como Adán y vuelve a venir ahora y está Bhagwan y ahora vuelve como un Gnani Purush y en lo visible no se lo puede ver, pero es su energía la que transmite. Por eso él no dice yo soy, él dice que está sentado enfrente de ustedes. Y es la conexión, la maravillosa conexión que se establece con un Gnani Purush, con Dada Bhagwan.
Gnani Purush, and that's why he uses the word we. We means whenever in satsang he uses the word we. We are here. He means Gnani Purush, and inside the invisible one called Dada Bhagwan. You see?
Y cuando él habla y dice nosotros, ¿no? Él se refiere al Gnani Purush y dentro de él a Dada Bhagwan.
You see? And you know, human beings could start saying he's Bhagwan, they call him Dada Bhagwan, call him Dada Bhagwan. No, I'm not Dada Bhagwan. I will next satsang, I will show you a little bit of a interview with him, live interview, where a television interview where he says, I am not Dada Bhagwan, I am not Dada Bhagwan. All right. You know, Dada Bhagwan is, if I'm Dada Bhagwan, then, you know, Dada Bhagwan will disappear. I am, get your work done as long as I am present. You see, I am a Gnani Purush. Get your work done, because this is a bubble. This bubble will not last. The body will not last. We are all bubbles, right? This body will arise in this sea of humanity, and then it will plop like a bubble and be gone in no time, you see. Who are we? You see, and this whole essence of this message is to get into the exactness of who am I in this body, you see. Who am I in this body? Get the experience of that.
El Gnani Purush decía, yo no soy Dada Bhagwan, y en el próximo satsang nos va a estar compartiendo Shuddha una entrevista que le hicieron por televisión. Y el Gnani Purush dice, hagan su trabajo porque somos como burbujas y aprovechen este momento porque las burbujas existen por un momento y luego desaparecen, explotan, y él nos da la exactitud del conocimiento de quién verdaderamente somos.
Yeah, you see, Angelique, Pablo will not disappear after the Gnan vidhi. The outside you will remain the same, Angelique. For the world, you will continue to remain as Angelique, but inside an absolute separation would have happened from all that used to make you suffer, be it pain or pleasure. You see, pain or pleasure becomes part of Angelique, not you. You enter into your own blissful world of the self. Atma Gnan. Pura. I am the blissful one. I am the blissful one. You see?
Angelique y Pablo para el mundo van a seguir existiendo, van a seguir estando, pero dentro va a haber una separación absoluta de todo lo que tiene que ver con el sufrimiento, el dolor o el placer, porque eso pertenece al mundo de Angelique y Pablo. Y en esta separación absoluta vas a entrar en el mundo de la bienaventuranza absoluta.
The illusion, this is called the illusion. This illusion is one that can never be broken. What is the illusion? This illusion that whatever is happening to this body as it wakes up in the morning, I woke up, I am hungry, I want this, I like this, I hate this, all of that which is happening to the body is believed is happening to me, and that is the cause of suffering. You see, that is the cause of not only suffering, but suffering life after life after life, creating, you see, and that illusion will be shattered, absolutely shattered in this Gnan vidhi, in this process of Gnan. Gnan vidhi is the process of Gnan. This is the grace of Gnani Purush Dadashri, you see.
La ilusión es creer que nos levantamos a la mañana, que desayunamos, que hacemos o que somos, y todas esas ilusiones que tienen que ver con la vida y traen placer y sufrimiento. Todo esto va a ser absolutamente removido en la ceremonia del Gnan vidhi, que es Gnan quiere decir conocimiento y es la ceremonia del conocimiento donde se hace la separación del cuerpo. Yes.
So I am Pablo, and my name is Pablo. My name is Pablo. You see, my name is Pablo. My name is Pablo, and I am Pablo. This is, when you say these two words, when you say these two sentences, built in these two sentences is an inherent contradiction. There is something not right. I am Pablo and my name is Pablo. I am Angelique and my name is Angelique. You see, which one, obviously, there is one sentence is right and another sentence is wrong. You see.
Cuando yo digo, yo soy Pablo, mi nombre es Pablo, hay una contradicción inherente allí. Es obvia que uno está bien y la otra está mal.
If you are Pablo, you will never make him, you will have absolute control over him. You will never make him grow old. You'll be the master of Pablo. You will have absolute control over him. The question is, but what control do you have? What power do you have over Pablo or Angelique? Do you have any power over Graham? Do you have any ability to control what Graham is thinking? Do you have any control over what he is doing?
El decir yo soy Pablo es como creer que tenemos el absoluto control sobre Pablo, y de verdad tenemos la habilidad de tener el control sobre lo que Pablo piensa, lo que Pablo dice o lo que Pablo hace. ¿Hay control sobre eso? ¿Tenemos esa habilidad?
You have. Is there any, when you reflect upon it, when you really just kind of pause and say, is anything, did you get up in the morning or it happened? They'll say, I set the alarm, but if, who wakes you up in the morning? Do you go to bed? Do you go to bed, or does sleep come to you, to your brain? Sleep comes to your brain and therefore you go to bed, right? So what is it that is this, what is it that controls this body?
Sucede, por ejemplo, en la mañana que que tú te despiertas o el sueño se va, o por la noche el sueño viene y duermes, o tú haces que te duermas.
Yeah.
¿Qué clase de control existe sobre tu cuerpo, sobre tu despertar o sobre tu dormir?
You say I and my I plus my is equal to Angelique or is equal to Pablo. And when you separate everything that falls under my hair, my skin, my feelings, my daughter, my love, my hates, my likes, my dislikes, you know, my beliefs, my opinions, everything comes under my. That will be separated by the original Gnani Purush, whose vidhi you will enter into in the Gnan vidhi. It's the vidhi, the process is his, and it will be delivered through the current living Gnani, Pujya Deepak Pai, you see. The words, yes.
Cuando todo cae bajo sobre esto, yo soy esto es mío, este es mi pelo, este es mi hijo, este es mi amor, este es mi odio, esto es lo que me gusta, esto es lo que me disgusta, todas estas opiniones que son mis opiniones, son mis creencias, todo esto va a ser separado, y va a ser separado en el vidhi, que es el proceso de separación que vamos a estar recibiendo a través del actual Gnani Purush Deepak Pai.
And this one here, you see the I plus my is equal to Pablo, is equal to Augustine, Andres, and when you, only the I is left. And the I is carved out. And this is what happens. The I is given, the experience of the I is the experience of God or Lord, you see, or love or eternal truth, or whatever name you want to give in. That's the I. The I is eternal. The my is all temporary. The temporary is separated from the eternal, you see.
Durante la ceremonia del Gnan vidhi vamos a tener la maravillosa experiencia de separar el yo de lo mío. Y vamos a tener la experiencia en esa separación del yo divino, del amor, de como lo quieras llamar. Y todo lo que tiene que ver con lo mío tiene que ver con lo temporal, ¿no? Mi nombre, mi pelo, mis creencias, y esa va a ser la separación.
This one inside you, who says "Eu sou Pablo" or "I am Angelique," is wandering in the world of wrong beliefs only. You are really the Lord God yourself. But have not knowing the beauty and the empire and the world of your own, you have become a beggar as an Angelique or as a Pablo. You are seeking the world. The world of everything exists inside you, but that door to it is closed right now, and it will be opened in the Gnan vidhi, you see.
En esta creencia de que yo soy Pablo, Angelique o cualquiera, es lo que nos lleva vagando por el mundo de la ilusión y no nos permite conocer la magnificencia del ser que llevamos dentro todos nosotros. Y entonces vivimos, en vez de vivir como emperadores, estamos viviendo como mendigos.
These sentences that I shared with you from Mumbai, you will understand the amazing and the phenomenal importance of it because there is no time for human beings to study all kinds of religious scriptures and books, or whoever you go to, they only tell you to do this or do that, or do this or do that, don't do this and don't do that. Only the Gnani Purush will say, hey, you don't need to do, forget about the doing part. In 1 hour, I give you your kingdom, and then you're free. Then you will understand that you were unnecessarily getting exhausted in the ocean of this world of doing this and not doing that. You see, the doership is the illusion. To do this and not to do this is the illusion. You see. I'm sorry I'm speaking so long, my dear.
No, this is very beautiful. Todo esto que estuve compartiendo sobre Mumbai, esto es maravilloso porque en realidad ya no tenemos tiempo de estar estudiando absolutamente todas las religiones ni todas las escrituras que nos van a estar diciendo todo lo que tenemos que hacer y todo lo que no tenemos que hacer. Y Dada nos dice que no hay nada que hacer, nada que hacer. En 1 hora él nos devuelve, nos devuelve al reino, a nuestro verdadero reino, y que no hace falta que nos ahoguemos en este océano de ilusiones. Solamente en 1 hora, en esta ceremonia, nos devuelve el ser verdadero.
So Vishuddhatma Bhagavan, I know let's take a little break, everyone, and then we'll come back, and then if you have any questions, we will answer those. And let us take how much break you want? You want 5-10 minutes? We'll take.
¿Cuántos quieren? 5 o 10 minutos. Se está preguntando Shuddha de recreo y después volvemos y contestamos todas las preguntas.
Yeah, let's ask Angelique. She wants 5 minutes. Sylvie wants 5 or 10. 10, Sylvie wants 10. All right, so we'll give 10 minutes and then we'll return in 10 minutes, okay? Then we'll have
En 10 minutos volvemos y continuamos. Thank you, Shuddha. Beautiful. Thank you.
All right, Shuddha, thank you. Yeah, yes,
Wow.
Gracias, Patri.
Hola, Grace, un beso.
Hola, Sil.
Me voy a tomar café, que no empecé.
¿Se te enfrió?
¿Cómo? ¿Sí se me enfrió?
Se te enfrió el café, te digo.
Siempre se me enfría y me van diciendo, che, te olvidaste, entonces yo me cuelgo, ¿viste? Pongo todo, digo, me voy a sentar, quiero un café, y después me cuelgo con cualquier cosa espiritual, obviamente, y se me enfría. Decir que tengo 2 pasos en microondas y sigo. Soy un personaje, sí.
Hola, Patri.
Hola, ya. ¿Dónde estás?
¿Cómo estás?
Yo bien, ¿y vos, mi amor?
Que estoy en la clínica porque me tenía que hacer una prueba, pero estoy bien, estoy bien.
Ah,
Claro,
bueno, se te nota que la nariz está colorada, así que estás bien.
Un
Estoy
lifting.
cargando. Que el pirincho del pelo está para la izquierda.
Está divina, está divina. Hola, Silvia. Saben que cada vez que hay una nueva presentación para el Gnan vidhi, me viene todo el recuerdo del primer encuentro, de toda la emoción, de todo lo que sentí. Y es
Es tan bonito,
maravilloso.
es tan bonito. Y que ni siquiera seamos conscientes de lo maravilloso que es recibir esta joya, ¿verdad?
Sí, pero tengo el recuerdo de amor tan grande, te juro que me cuesta traducir, me dan ganas de ponerme a llorar, porque fue tan espectacular. Solo conocerlo a Shirilla antes, lo conocí a Shirilla a los 5 minutos, sentí una explosión de luz. Y cuando llegué a San Pablo, que de allí tomé el Nan, antes de conocer al Nani, en el salón vacío entré y sentí, llegué y me puse a llorar, 6 días llorando. Parecía una japonesa, te juro. Fue tan maravilloso, tan maravilloso. Y es como que me trae ese momento, ¿no? Que fue tan espectacular
Qué
y
bonito,
único.
pero debemos abstraernos porque si estás traduciendo, te involucras en lo que sientes, la mitad de la traducción se pierde. Entonces, intentar separarte para que transmitas la totalidad de la información.
Ay, sí, perdón, gracias.
No te preocupes, pero...
Porque se me mueve todo se me mueve.
Sí,
todo.
sí. Pero es maravilloso, es maravilloso.
Sí, Yayita, ¿de qué te estás cuidando? ¿Qué es lo que tenés que observar? Contanos.
Perdón, no te escuché, me llamaron.
¿De qué es el estudio? ¿De qué es el estudio?
Ah, del el útero.
Ah,
Tenía
te estás
unos
haciendo...
pequeños pólipos ahí.
Ah, ok. ¿Y
Pero ya todo...
tenías algún síntoma cuando tenés pólipo o te sale la ecografía?
No, ningún síntoma. Solo en una revisión.
Ah, es bueno saber, viste, cosa de pasar de boca en boca de mujer a mujer. Yo no tengo idea de nada.
Todo bien. Las dejo porque estoy aquí tan fea que no me gusta ver.
Ay, ¿quién dijo que está fea?
Alma pura, sos hermosa.
Es difícil ir a la peluquería en el hospital. Es verdad que siempre con el pelo aplastado estás todo changueado. ¿Vos, Patri, cómo andás? ¿Te arreglaron la casa al final? ¿Fueron?
No, estoy esperando. Patricia está esperando.
Okay.
Hacia invierno.
No, me voy a ir antes del invierno. Me voy. Me voy de acá, me voy. Sí.
Ahora los alquileres están fatales. Porque todo está sin un valor, ¿viste? No, está tan volátil todo.
Está todo en manos de Dada. Está todo en manos de Dada. Estoy absolutamente en paz.
Exacto.
Totalmente en paz. Va a ser lo mejor.
Seguro. Hay que poner las mejores intenciones y ya.
Sí, ya salí a ver. De hecho, siempre esperaba después de mi cumpleaños. Y en mi cumpleaños no me sentí bien hasta el día 7. Estuve hasta el día 6, en realidad, que conecté de nuevo con el bienestar. Y dije, bueno, el lunes empiezo. Y el lunes se movió todo. El martes fui a ver unos departamentos, uno me encantó. Me quedan 2 para mañana y el viernes decido.
Ah, ya está cocinada la comida.
Sí, mi amistad. Dije, esta semana lo resuelvo. Esta semana se resuelve. ¿Viste cuando...
¿Por dónde?
Acá por Belgrano.
Okay, so we return. Let us continue. We give our preference to the new people if they have any questions. Question is, there is a question from Andres, and Andres has written a question. After the separation that occurs in the Gnan, there may be some reason or situation or event by which the separation disappears or is reversed. And who is asking that question?
¿Quién hizo la pregunta, Andrés?
Yo. Me.
Who is? Oh, Andres is.
Andres' question is.
It's me. It's mine.
Okay, all right. So, have you shared it in Spanish with everyone, Andrés?
Sí. No,
Compartila, por favor, en castellano.
La pregunta es que si después de la separación que nos dan en el NAN, hay alguna razón, situación o evento que pueda hacer que esa separación se acabe o se revierta. Esa es la pregunta.
Oh, yeah. This, you see,
Gracias, Andrés.
It all comes right down to the word experience, you see. Experience. The emphasis is on the word experience. If what you and I and everyone who enters into the Gnan vidhi was not an experience of the Amapura, you see, was not an experience of the eternal, then it would go away. But if it is the experience of the eternal, then that which is eternal is eternal.
Es cuando nosotros entramos en el Gnan vidhi, en la experiencia de lo eterno, esta experiencia de lo eterno va a ser eterna. Si no entramos en la experiencia de lo eterno, se va a ir.
The experience of the eternal is eternal, and the experience of the temporary is what we go through every day in life. You see, and everything that you experienced so far before the Gnan vidhi is, comes and goes. What experience? Is there any human experience that is forever? Is there any human experience that is forever? There is no human experience that is forever, because it is only remains in his mind only, and he may write a book about it when it goes into libraries and people make movies, but no experience of the temporary state of the mind, body, or speech can be permanent or eternal, you see.
Solo la experiencia de lo eterno es eterno. Todo lo demás que nosotros vivimos en esta vida, cualquier pensamiento, palabra o experiencia en el cuerpo, todo esto es temporal. Nosotros podemos escribir un libro, se puede hacer una película de ese libro, pero es temporal. Es temporal. Todo lo que tiene que ver con la mente, el cuerpo y el habla es temporal.
So the amazing power and the beauty of what Gnani Purush Dadashri said in 1973 in Mumbai, which I shared with you and which you translated, is that he comes after 1,000,000 years with the experience of the eternal that is practically available to human beings of 2021, or people of this world of his in 1957, 58 onwards, is now available. Experience of the eternal.
Esto tiene que ver con lo que compartió con nosotros sobre lo que dijo el Gnani en 1973, que él luego de 1,000,000 de años volvió con la experiencia de lo eterno, y que esta experiencia que él trae se vuelve alcanzable, posible para todos los seres humanos en el 2021, en realidad desde antes también, ¿no? Pero esta experiencia es posible y es posible y está al alcance de todas las personas.
Yeah, this experience, my friend Andres, is you know, it says it began for you in the Gnan vidhi. In the next day, you see, there is this new absolute conviction that Eo Samapura, I Swayamapura, I am the pure soul. And this that is in front of me is Andres. This is the world of Andres. You see, this experience is unmatched. It has never ever happened before. This experience is subtle because this I also Amapura, so Amapura is so subtle, but it cannot be taken away anymore. It cannot be removed. It has happened now.
Esta experiencia que nosotros hemos tenido es sobre yo soy alma pura y este es el mundo de Andrés y esto es lo que le pasa a Andrés, y tener la certeza de haber tenido esta experiencia es incomparable y nunca antes había sucedido. Es sutil.
Yeah, the experience it's subtle, and you know it's subtle because subtle means it's not visible to the world. Subtle means it is not visible. Even this one, in whom the whole thing had manifest, you see, whereby he was absolutely disconnected from this body. The moment he opened his eyes in 1958, he was totally disconnected from the body. The body became a public trust. His body became a public trust, you see. The body was moving about for the benefit of the world, but he was disconnected from any ownership of this body, you see, any ownership, totally. Even for him, you know, people did not know that this had happened. It is not a visible thing. It is an inner thing. It is an inner experience, you see.
Es la experiencia es sutil, y es sutil porque no es visible para el mundo. En la experiencia del Gnani, él fue absoluta y totalmente separado de este cuerpo. Y el cuerpo se movía, pero se movía en el mundo en beneficio del mundo y en beneficio de todas las personas. La experiencia es interior, no es visible para afuera.
It was the experience. It is the precise experience of the self that is so blissful, that is so absolutely continuously blissful, that no problem of the mind or of the body or from outside world can touch you. They can affect you in any way. That is the experience. It doesn't touch you. It happens to the body, it happens to Pablo, it happens to Andres, but it doesn't touch you, it doesn't burn you, it doesn't inflame you, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't imprison you.
Esta experiencia precisa, esta experiencia es de separación es tan fuerte que ningún problema de este mundo puede tocarte. No puede tocarte, no puede nada. Puede pasarle al cuerpo, pero está separado del cuerpo. Y sabes que estás separado del cuerpo.
Yeah. So in answer to your question, this, you know, you take your own experience, Andres, you know, everything that has happened since the Gnan vidhi, the inside has changed, outside, and you know, not only that, the experience is associated with an amazing awareness in which you begin to see where Andres is wrong, when there is a conflict with someone. You see, you begin to see mistakes of Andres, you see. And that is the sign of self-realization. That is the sign of experience of the soul, the self. The self is the light in which now we begin to see it in exactness. Who am I and who is this Andres? You see, there is no protection of Andres. You see, the intellect is no longer being used. You see, it is being used, but it is not having that same power because much more light has arisen inside.
Andrés, ten tu experiencia, ¿no? El cambio es interno, no externo. En estos momentos ahora puedes ver donde Andrés, donde Andrés está teniendo un conflicto, en qué parte lo está haciendo, de qué forma puedes ver. Y es el ser, la luz del ser, la que te permite ver con exactitud quién eres, sin que el intelecto o el poder del intelecto pueda influir.
Yeah, all right. So, and it will grow, and it grows. That experience grows every time somebody says, "Stupido, Andres, stupido, get out from here." Before, you would be ready to punch him. You see, now there is this natural forgiveness. It's not his fault. Why? You can see why this happened. You can begin to see why this is happening. You can see why the good is happening, the pleasant is happening, as well as why the unpleasant is happening too. You can see it. You can see it.
La experiencia va creciendo y puedes ver, por ejemplo, cuando alguien viene y te dice Andrés estúpido, y sabes y ves qué es lo que está pasando y ves cuando las cosas que suceden que son placenteras o que no son placenteras, puedes ver qué es lo que está sucediendo.
Thank you. And Andres, so Patricia, the next, we move to the question of Graham. Graham has asked a question, and you go on, unmute your mic, Graham.
Vamos a la pregunta de Grimm.
Graham. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he has written the question in English, and Andres has also translated in Spanish. If you can repeat this question in Spanish, in essence, Graham is saying that in the book of self-realization, which is the preliminary book to understand this Gnan vidhi, the Gnan vidhi should be done in the physical or the live presence of the Atma Gnani, or the one who has the knowledge of the soul. And does the online Gnan vidhi happen in the same way as being physically present? You see, that is a question. So now you want to say this?
I translate. Acá Green pregunta que él estuvo leyendo el libro La realización del ser y dice que esto puede ser únicamente posible en presencia física ante el Gnani Purush. Y la pregunta es si el Gnan vidhi online es igual de real, ¿no? Si estamos en una presencia virtual.
Live presence, physical. Here
estamos en vivo, pero no físicamente.
Yeah, well, the COVID lockdown all over the world has happened. Almost a year is now gone by, and since then the online Gnan vidhis have begun, and we have seen amazingly phenomenal results with the online Gnan vidhi as well. You see, the same results. From people from all over India, people who do not even have the money to travel, are able to have been able to receive the Gnan vidhi in their homes, you see. And from all parts of the world, they are having amazing results, because how do we know that? Because they say it the next day when they are with the Gnani in the Satsang. They say it. Some of them only, because the Gnani cannot be with all the hundreds of them, but 4 or 14 or 15 who come, they all say beautiful things about it. So the answer is yes, it is having the same effect as the live presence, you see.
Los resultados
Okay, yeah, thank you, Graham. Yeah, just, okay, go on. Yeah, yeah, go on.
Dice la respuesta de Shuddha a la pregunta de Grim es que por el COVID que todos los países fueron cerrados, se decidió hacer el Gnan vidhi online. Y los resultados, la verdad, que son magníficos y tuvo un alcance a nivel mundial maravilloso. Personas que inclusive no podían viajar por falta de dinero pudieron tener esta maravillosa experiencia online. ¿Cómo saben esto? Porque al día siguiente todas estas personas, después de recibir el Gnan vidhi, lo compartieron, lo maravilloso de la experiencia.
And I will tell you the reasons why it is happening so beautifully. It's because it is words. A human word, a spoken word, has the energy in it, has got profound energies in it. It can take a human being to hell, or it can take a human being to heaven, or it can also, if it is the right word, it can liberate a human being, you see. And so it is the energy of the words that is so beautifully conveyed online. In fact, I would say in many ways, even better than the live Gnan vidhi, where there are hundreds and hundreds of people listening through, less than ideal situations. If there are thousands sitting, people, everybody may not hear the word properly. They have to be there. They have to, you have to sit there, etc. So here, the focus is directly only on the words of the Gnani Purush that liberate. Yes. Go on.
¿Por qué tiene el mismo resultado por qué tiene tan buen resultado en online? Porque las palabras tienen energías que son tan profundas y tan poderosas que pueden conducir a una persona o al paraíso o al infierno. Y tiene tanta energía que puede... Que al estar enfocado con el Gnani, sin tener interferencia, como pasa que hay Gnan vidhis con miles de personas, donde las personas tienen que estar sentadas y quieren estar mirando, y acá solo tenés el foco puesto en el Gnani Purush, estas palabras te llevan a tener esta maravillosa experiencia. Sí, sí es posible y es maravilloso. Inclusive hasta parece como más efectivo porque no hay interferencias de otras personas.
Yeah, in the days of Gnani Purush Dadashri, if he were to meet you, he will come to in your home and he will say, "Oh, Graham and Angelique, come here, all right, and see my foot, see this big, put your head down, touch your head to this toe." And Niruma would be sitting by the side, and now surrender. Say exactly, there will be individual surrendering of all the ignorance and everything, the sentence of surrender followed by the sentences of liberation, you see, that are coming directly from Dadashri's, mouth. And then since he left in 1988, then Niruma was individually doing this in homes, you see, going to different homes and doing this. She came to Spain. She came to so many homes all over the world. And then as more and more people started coming in, then there were huge crowds with Deepak Pai, you see. But what was the essence? What was the most important thing in those 48 minutes? It takes 48 minutes in the full Gnan vidhi. For you, it will be short. It will be 20 minutes or so. But the essence is captured. The essential sentences, sorry, and I'm speaking too long.
It's okay.
The essential sentences that are related to the I are being affirmed, are being spoken, and you are repeating those, you see. And that which is not I, the Maya, is not at all touched, you see. And I, the soul, is carved out of Grim and Angelique, you see. That is who you experience.
Antes el Gnani Purush Dada, y venía hasta 1987, él venía a los hogares y te decía, pon el dedo de pie en tu frente y entrega, te hacía repetir frases de entrega, y Niruma estaba al lado de él asistiendo también. Y hasta 1987 Dada lo hizo. Después Niruma iba a los hogares y visitaron muchísimos hogares y viajaron y fue a España. Y después ahora vienen multitudes, cada vez vienen más personas a recibir el Gnan vidhi ahora con Deepak Pai. ¿Y qué es lo más importante que sucede en 48 minutos? En el Gnan online va a ser en 20 minutos. Lo esencial y lo más importante de todo son las oraciones habladas de entrega, y el alma pura es absolutamente elevada en este Gnan.
It's very subtle, but you see, it is also a reflection of yours and mine, Angelique's and Yaya's, and Andres, all of us. It is a reflection of our good karma effect that these purest words are being delivered in the comfort of our home through this medium called the laptop, or the or the iPhone, or whatever it is. You see, if not a single inflection or tone is missed in these words that are delivered, and the Gnan vidhi happens in multiple languages, you see, and so it is an amazing, it is a reflection of our own good karma unfolding, that this is happening for us, you see.
Todo lo que está sucediendo en estos Gnan online es el absoluto reflejo del buen karma que tenemos, porque poder recibirlo en casa vía Zoom, a través del teléfono o de una laptop, sin tener que movernos, obviamente existe un karma maravilloso. Entonces, nada se pierde, y este Gnan vidhi está traducido en múltiples lenguajes para que llegue absolutamente a todo el mundo.
Yeah, it is, otherwise how is the world going to wake up? You see, only 15, 20, or the crowds. And so this is the human energy itself. It's the energy of the self, that if COVID comes and blocks, the human energy is always there to rise above it, COVID is not forever, and then there will be time to meet this human being who has given you the Gnan vidhi. And those times will come, and he will be received with so much love, you see.
¿Cómo poder continuar con esto? Es cómo se despertará el mundo, ¿no? Cómo podrá el mundo despertarse. Y son estas energías humanas las que crean el COVID y las que crean esta limitación de poder salir. Pero bueno, el COVID terminará, y también el Gnan vidhi continuará, y ustedes van a poder venir y conocer al Gnani en forma personal.
This Gnan vidhi is, in fact, you will be given the instructions that just repeat the words that are being spoken. You do not have to understand the meaning of those words. That will come later. So there is something much more subtle. It is just the repetition of those words that has the effect. You see, there is a gentleman by the name of Juan Carlos, who was one of the first Spanish Mahatmas who received his Gnan vidhi in London, you see, with Niruma, and it was filled with Indians and Gujarati Indians, all Indians only, and the Gnan vidhi happened in Gujarati, and he didn't understand a word of it, you see.
En el Gnan vidhi van a dar unas instrucciones de repetir unas oraciones que no vamos a entender, no van a entender. Después con el tiempo lo van a entender y van a saber qué es lo que dijeron. Pero es esta energía tan sutil de las oraciones y la energía tan fuerte la que produce el efecto de la separación del ser. Y acá está compartiendo Shuddha, que Juan Carlos de España fue el primer español que tomó el Gnan vidhi en Inglaterra con Niruma. Y él no hablaba gujarati, un idioma que él no podía entender, y fue maravillosa su experiencia.
Yes, you see, and you know, even he was in contact with Shuddha first because of internet. He was interacting with me on internet before his Gnan vidhi, and he went there, you know, and he was disappointed. He said, "What Gujarati? I didn't understand a word." But later on, it all hit, you know, and he ended up translating so many books in Spanish from Gujarati, you see, of Dada.
Esta persona, Juan Carlos de España, estaba en contacto con Shuddha vía internet y bueno, le propuso de que vaya a Inglaterra, y estaba como un poco molesto porque no entendía nada. Pero después de la ceremonia, su experiencia fue tan maravillosa que terminó traduciendo los libros de Gujarati al español.
So this thing, his whole process of even the liberation of human beings, you see, is happening at such a subtle level, you know. When the time is right, it has been said, it's a very famous thing, when your time is, you know, it's a very famous saying in India, when your time is right, the Lord will come to your home and lift you up, you see, you know. When your time is right, it will happen. You see.
El proceso de liberación lo haremos cuando el tiempo sea el tiempo correcto. Esto es una frase que se usa mucho en India, ¿no? Cuando el tiempo es correcto, el Lord viene hacia ti.
Yeah, so this, you know, we welcome you. I think, you know, you're as ready as you can be, my friends, you know, all of you, the new ones, you know, for this process. You know, it is your own Lord within who is knocking inside and says, let me out, why are you, let me out.
Y bueno, para los nuevos son muy bienvenidos aquí, y es el Lord interno adentro de ustedes que está golpeando y dice, por favor, déjenme salir, y son muy, muy bienvenidos.
Yeah, and then you see, and
So
then
I want to ask you, Shuddha, forgive me, because when a new Gnan online is happening, it reminds me my experience, so I was very touched today.
Yeah, why don't you
Sorry.
just, all right.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, right. Yes. Yeah, right. It's just, you know, this is a very beautiful for all of us. For all of us, we welcome you. The rest of us who are already in the experience of the self, you see. We welcome you who are coming to this experience, because that is who we are. We are the family of the awakened ones, you see.
Bueno, y todos los que estamos aquí le damos la bienvenida a los nuevos, y lo hacemos con mucha alegría y mucho amor, porque en realidad estamos dándole la bienvenida a nuestra familia, a nuestra nueva familia.
Yeah, right. You know, this whole thing, this whole talk about the Ama, the soul, the self is so beautiful that nobody wants to move from it. You just want to continue listening and absorbing, soaking in it. Yes, it will soak in this, in the blissful showers of the self. You see.
En estas conversaciones del ser y del alma pura es como que queremos mantenernos y estar ahí, y es como una lluvia de bendiciones del alma pura, y queremos estar absorbidos solo en esto.
Yeah, this is this is our birthright, you know. This is the reason for our existence as human beings, and the special ones get it. You see, the few special ones, you know, get liberated, and the rest will be left with the knowledge of of peace and harmony. So there is, this one who came in 1958, the Gnani Purush Dadashri, he says, countless will get liberated, and then the others will get the right vision of religion, the right view of religion.
En estos momentos este es el beneficioso nacimiento hacia el nuevo ser, ¿no? Y en 1958 Dada dijo que muy pocos iban a llegar a alcanzar la liberación, pero iban a traer a las religiones la visión correcta.
Pablo, do you have any questions, Pablo?
¿Tenés alguna pregunta, Pablo?
Sí, hola. No,
okay,
la verdad es que no tengo ninguna. La única pregunta que tengo the only question that I have is I don't know exactly how I can enter into
into the self, into the Ama, right?
The next day, but maybe
yeah, right. You let it just
speak with Yaya.
Yeah, you leave for for the next day. Will are you talking about the mechanical parts of it in terms of the organization, or are you talking about how you will enter into the Amapura experience? Is that what I'm not quite sure.
Is it experience?
The experience, yeah. The experience. So far whatever you have heard is only theory. You see, it's all because it is only theory, and it will become practical after the Gnan vidhi. On the day of the Gnan vidhi, if you just follow the instructions, it will all happen. You see, you don't have to worry about how it's going to happen. You just have to sit in your comfortable first-class seat of your home and just repeat the sentences and repeat the instructions. That's all, and say the words as you are being told to say. That's all, and then it will all happen.
No te preocupes porque todo lo que escuches antes es solamente teórico. Y solo tenés que sentarte en un lugar confortable en tu hogar y repetir las oraciones que te van a pedir que repitas, y todo va a estar sucediendo y ahí vas a tener la verdadera experiencia. Pero no te preocupes, no es tu trabajo preocuparte.
Y en cuanto a la mecánica para apuntarse, tampoco lo tengo muy claro, pero bueno.
Eso habla con Yaya o con la
sí,
gente
sí.
De España, sí.
Vale.
Okay. To enter to the inscription for the nun, he was asking also, and I told her to.
And Yaya will help you.
Speak with Yaya later.
Yeah, Yaya will help you.
Yeah.
Yaya is the expert on that. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Wonderful. Yeah, she will all help you. There's so many Mahatmas there who will help you. Yaya and that group. You see. Okay, so Shuddhatma Bhagwan. So it's our time. I know I will let you go because soon we will be in satsang with the Gnani also. So we wish you the very best in what is going to come. Don't just let it all happen. Don't worry about it. Just like you don't worry about what is going tomorrow. Is tomorrow going to arise or not? In the same way, the Gnan vidhi will arise for you. Yes, the bliss of the self will arise for you. The sun comes in the same way. Now your real sun inside will arise for you. You see.
Bueno, y primero que, bueno, ya estamos terminando porque ahora vamos a tener el satsang con el Gnani, y que no te preocupes porque de la misma forma que el sol sale por la mañana, de la misma forma tu ser va a salir. Sin cabeza. Esto va a suceder así.
Yeah, so it will all happen, and I am going to make who the host.
¿A quién tiene que hacer de administrador? Pregunta Shuddha.
Luz, right? Luz, I will make
yes.
Luz I will make loose the co-host so that I do not block you all out when I leave. Yes, and within each one of you is the eternal, and that eternal Lord, the eternal truth, the eternal love state. To that one, Patricia and Andres and Shuddha, we give our highest namaskars. We give our highest namaskars.
Los más elevados saludos. Y el ser puro, el Lord, están ustedes, que es el amor verdadero, la verdadera experiencia y el verdadero ser. Es la verdad.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Thank you, Shuddha. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Shuddhatma Bhagavan.
Gracias.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Thank you.
Gracias, Shuddha.